Hey, what's up, guys? It's your Madden coach, Brooke, aka Brooklyn, and I'm coming back to you guys with another tip. So lately, I've been looking at a lot of videos online, and I see a lot of guys teaching the same thing. They're showing you one play that works in one situation. This is not going to help you get better, because when a person changes the play, or if you're facing a really good player, you're never going to be in a championship league, or you're never going to be in the Madden league going up against Skimbo or any of those big players, because you simply just don't understand the game of football. So what I want to show you guys today is, instead of telling you guys a play that works, I'm going to show you guys a formation advantage. I hear a lot of people talking about, match your personnel, match your personnel. I'm completely against matching my personnel, because what that leaves is a 50-50 chance of the play working from the play not working, depending on what play I'm doing, whether that's a man-to-man, cover 2 zone, blitz, depending on what play I'm using, and what look I'm giving the offense. So what I want to show you guys today is a little bit deeper about Madden. I want to get you guys' brains working a little bit. If you really want to be the best, then you gotta think bigger picture. You gotta think about the formations. Madden is a formation game. This is a game of war. You have your players and your team on the field against another team, and you guys are jockeying for position to get points. This is a war zone. So I'm gonna teach you guys a little bit about the war zone, so you guys can have an understanding and you guys can start to strategize around it. So stay tuned. I'm gonna hop into my TV real quick, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what a formation advantage looks like, and how it's so easy to pick up yards, one play touchdowns, and all that shit, just from understanding formation advantages and understanding formations in general. So I'm gonna go inside and break it down for you real quick. Stay tuned. What up, guys? Once again, it's your Madden coach, and I'm back to teach you guys a little bit about formation. So I'm gonna go on offense. I'm gonna pick the one form wing, and this is a heavy run formation. So the one form wing has 2 running backs, 2 tight ends, and 1 wide receiver. Okay, we're gonna be running the HB lead dive out of it, and I'm gonna show you out of that formation, it has an advantage over the quarter formation. Now the quarter formation, reason being, is because they have 5 cornerbacks, right? Those are the guys that guard the wide receivers. They got 5 of them. 1 linebacker, 3 defensive backs, so 4 big guys in total, and then 2 safeties. So they basically have 7 small guys, 7 180-pound dudes, and 4 220-pound dudes, right? And in my formation, I have about 8 220-pound dudes, just to kind of put it in perspective. So we're gonna go into quarter. Let's pick any play. Let's pick DB strike. And we're gonna run a dive out of it, okay? So let's run a dive to the left, see what happens. I got tackled. Actually, I didn't get tackled. Freeman is great at breaking tackles. That's why I love using Freeman. But we're gonna do a dive to the left again, and you see someone got pancaked, and then Freeman got 2 yards, okay? But you seen that guy get pancaked. So now we're gonna run the dive to the right, and let's see what happens. Everybody gets pancaked, and it's a 1-play touchdown, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys an instant replay in case you guys missed it. So we snap the ball. Well, keep in mind at the pre-snap, okay? We have 2 tight ends at the end on the right. We have 5 offensive linemen. All these guys are basically 220 pounds and up. I got my running back who's probably 205 pounds. And I have the running back that's going to run with the ball, who's great at breaking tackles, okay? So this is a very dangerous formation for me to be in. And then when you look at their formation, you see a couple of cornerbacks on the side over there.
Then you see the one linebacker in the middle, you see 3 defensive backs, and then you see 3 more cornermen over there with 2 safeties, okay? And so let's see what happens when I snap the ball. So I snap the ball, and you have 2 of my guys going against their center defensive back, which is their strongest defensive back. One of my guys is going up against their left defensive back. And then I got my right offensive lineman and my 2 tight ends over on that side. Let's see what happens. Everybody gets pancaked. So my offensive lineman on the right side pancakes, my 2 tight end also pancaked, and my left offensive lineman also pancaked. We are at a huge advantage here, and I'm running to the right. They still have their safety coming down and their last cornerback, okay? And my running back is running ahead of me to block anybody who gets in the way. So he blocks the safety that's coming down. I run over to the right, I hop over here. Now I basically have a free lane. The cornerback misses the tackle, and I'm basically able to run it in for a 1-play touchdown. Keep in mind, too, Freeman is not the fastest running back. He's actually very slow in my opinion, but he's very good at breaking tackles. But when you're in a formation advantage like this, guys, if your opponent comes online and he's in a quarter defense, and you could tell he's in a quarter defense, he has a lot of small guys on the field, only 3 defensive backs and only 1 linebacker, what you guys need to do is start running this formation. It doesn't matter what play you run out of this formation. I can basically run any play out of this formation, but pick this formation, guys. You're going to see a huge advantage. You're going to see pancakes. You're going to see wide open runs. You're not even going to have to break a tackle. It's just going to be a 1-play touchdown. It's going to be ridiculous. Okay? So that's the HB dive, right? Let's run the HB stretch, okay? Let's run it to the left side. Let's see what happens, okay? Pancake, blocked. Again, 1-play touchdown, okay? That's 2 different runs, okay? It's the HB dive to the right and the HB stretch to the left. Now keep in mind, if I do the HB dive to the left, what happens? I get tackled, but I still get basically a 10-yard gain, right? Formation advantages are huge. If I do an HB stretch to the right, I'm supposed to be stopped here. Because even though we know we're going to pancake 3 other players, we still have to guard against the safety and the last quarterback, which is 2 guys, okay? So they're supposed to come with a stop here, right? But if I juke in and out, I do a couple sweet moves, it could also be a 1-play touchdown, okay? So knowing formation advantages, you guys gotta think about the bigger picture when you guys are playing online trying to be the best. Think about the bigger picture. Think about the formation that you're running out of. You know, am I running out of a formation that could give me pretty much a 1-play touchdown? Or am I running out of a formation that's going to stomp on me, okay? Now here's the next thing that people get confused about. If I go back to this formation again, and I'm going to try to keep this video short. If I go back to this formation again, I do an HB dive, and I grab the other controller, and I go dollar formation. I go dollar formation instead. Okay. Or you know what, let's keep it in quarter formation. Let's keep it in quarter formation, keep on the same play actually. You know, we'll save the dollar formation for another video, because I don't want to confuse you guys. But as you guys know, I can run the HB dive to the right side, or I can run the stretch to the left side. If I also run the stretch to the right side, it looks like I picked up massive yardage, but they should come with a tackle here, just like that, right? So you have to be careful of what you're doing. But if I run the stretch to the left side, it's pretty much a 1-play touchdown. Okay? Pretty much a 1-play touchdown. Okay? So now we're going to make some adjustments. So now if we're on defense, and I decide to take the defense and pinch the defense down, right? And I run a stretch, and I try to run the stretch to the left the way I usually do. I'm even going to have an even more open lane, right? Because the pinch brings every defensive player down to the line of scrimmage. So So as soon as I beat these defensive players, I only have the safeties to worry about. So if I run a stretch to the left, the same thing's gonna happen. People are gonna get blocked. But now I have more guys running up to the top and even a more open lane to the touchdown because everyone's already pressed down to the bottom. Now what if I do a spread defense where I make my defense kind of give a little bit of cushion to my offense? Then what's gonna happen is I'm still gonna get yardage on a stretch, but I'm not gonna get a one-play touchdown anymore. It's basically guarding against a one-play touchdown because there's so many players up at the top that it's gonna be hard for me to get to that end zone without a bunch of safeties and cornerbacks coming after me, right? So if you're in a spread defense, because you realize that you're at a formation disadvantage, then you're basically allowing yourself to stop that one-play touchdown from happening, right? As much blocks as I got, I didn't get that touchdown. Now we'll run the spread one more time. Let's see what happens. And he got pancaked, and I actually got the touchdown. And that's because I'm at a massive formation advantage. But most of the time, that spread defense is really gonna help out. It's really gonna help you to get shit together. Now, if I base align my defense and then do a spread defense after base aligning, and then maybe I do another base align, but they don't look like they're fully base aligned. Right, and I run the stretch. You know, it stops you from getting that touchdown. So base aligning your defense, when people tell you to base align your defense, all it really means is that you're spacing out your defense properly among the field. So now your defense is spread out properly among the field. That's all it really means. You know. So when your offense is this powerful, right, you can really make things happen from that offense. So that's one formation advantage for you guys, is the one form wing versus the quarter. You know, having, you know, 2 tight ends, 2 running backs, and 1 big wide receiver is a huge advantage over your competition, especially if they're in a quarter defense where they're aiming to stop that pass. Okay. You know, and then, you know, and as time goes on, I'll talk about the different formations, but this is a huge formation advantage, the one form wing over the quarter formation, okay? So start thinking bigger, guys. Start thinking about formation. Start thinking about, you know, what formation is this guy coming out of, and how is my offense or defense going to react to the formation that he's in? Because a lot of the pro players stay in one formation. You know, they'll stay in nickel, or they'll stay in quarter, they'll stay in dollar, right? Because maybe they have a good blitz, or maybe they know how to make adjustments on the fly and change up the plays. But for the most part, don't match the personnel. If you see someone come out in a quarter formation, you go to the one form wing and you run the ball, because you have a huge advantage over them. And if they keep picking that formation throughout the entire game, then you just keep running the ball throughout the entire game. Eventually, you'll get a big run. It's all about formations, guys. It's not about that bullshit, just keep one formation going and then make adjustments out of that formation. Because guess what? I could pick any quarter defense. I could pick, you know, 3 deep or normal, whatever defense. I could pick whatever play. If I pick the one form wing, no matter what play they do, they're going to have a hard time stopping me. Okay? It's all about formations. It's all about big plays. It's all about the formations, the coaching adjustments, you know, what formation you're coming out in. It's all about the big overall strategy. Football is a war zone. Football is a place where you're trying to basically move up a field while you have 200 and odd pound dudes trying to stop you from going up their field by any means necessary. So this is a war zone, guys. So you need to pick your personnel and strategize your formations properly so that you can come up with the win over your online opponents. I hope this helps you guys. in your Madden journey to becoming the best. And once again, it's your Madden coach, and I'm signing off. Peace.